All right, ladies and gentlemen, how the hell are you? Crown of Chris, AsgardRadio.com, where the guys go to rock, hanging out on an All Hallows Eve Sunday fun day with Shop Talk International, Troy E. Anderson. Holy fuck, it's hot in this mask. I got to take that shit off. It is hot in there.
I told you when you left a minute.
Hey, hanging out with Troy E. Anderson, Shop Talk International, Punk Kings, Michele of the Dead. We got Jamina from Finland, Simon from Sweden, and Ali from Belarus. How the hell is everybody? Are we ready for trick-or-treating and getting candy, giving candy?
Woo.
Yeah,
I'm eating candy.
Definitely.
Yeah,
I don't think we have any candy left because we've eaten it all. It's not safe to have candy around here.
Says Belarus is actually the most newest member, because we've interviewed our Finnish guest from SwanSong. Give us a little more about you, then we'll talk to Simon in Sweden and see where he's going and doing today. Belarus.
Yeah, I'm a member of a hard rock band from Sweden, and we're Pressure. And we just released a really Halloweenish, witchy video for Halloween. And we'd like all of you to check it later. And we are so proud to be here with you at this amazing Halloween evening.
Can't wait to check it out.
So what do you do to celebrate Halloween in Belarus?
We carve pumpkin. Do you see it?
Oh, I do. Okay, yeah, hell yeah.
Very cute.
And I have candies.
She hasn't eaten them yet.
So they do basically the same thing we do here in the United States: carve pumpkins and eat candy.
And Michele of the Dead is actually carving a pumpkin as we speak.
Yeah. Right now, I'm just at the gutting stage. My dog is hanging out waiting for some of the innards. I will give them to him because he's a good boy.
Oh,
That's Hannibal. Come here, buddy. Come here, Hannibal. Want to come say hi? He's like, no. He's a little camera shy.
I bet he is. Simon, let's get a story from you, since you're a little bit newer than everyone here. What's the Halloween, and what are the plans after Halloween?
I'm Simon. I am also from Pressure, and in Sweden we don't. We have just started actually celebrating Halloween. We celebrate the next weekend, what we call All Hallows Eve instead.
Nice.
So we have a week of celebration, and there are kids coming. There are kids coming trick or treating, and I scare them off because they.
I scare them off.
That's the scary dude with all the guitars. So I don't even need to have a haunted house. I scare them away anyway.
Do you just play scary chords when they come to the house? Dun dun dun.
Yeah, it could be that or something else. I'm not sure. People kind of avoid me and think that I am a bit special. As for I can take that.
You said that well in English, my friend. You said that well in English. Well done.
Yeah.
Well done.
So my plans for Halloween is just like partying, playing a great deal of good old rock and roll, and take it as it comes, always. And eat some kids.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
I love the spirit that Simon has. He's one of those guitar players I would love to jam with.
Come on, babe.
And I'm a little punk, so I go
Head on down to Sweden.
Well,
no problem.
Next year. Sweden, Finland, Germany, Denmark, Switzerland, few places.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are all free to come down to Kentucky and jam if you want.
I'll
Disturb my neighbors.
I'll come anyway. The one cool thing is that each summer I have a big barbecue party at my house where I invite everyone, and I kind of get everyone very drunk, and I jam a lot with. And the best thing is when everyone is very drunk, I kind of film them, so I get leverage on people. So that's why I have a good team around me, because I have leverage on them. If you want to come down,
haven't been on any of them.
I know, yes. But the thing is that so you're hereby invited to Simon. You are invited to Simon's infamous barbecue party.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sounds awesome.
Awesome.
Not too far from Finland.
Not too far.
Come
Next
here.
door
In fact,
neighbor.
because you are in
Finland is the best
you're in
one.
Sweden, you guys should, if you want, you can speak in your given language and have a conversation if you want. It's part of Shop Talk Sweden. If you want to talk in Sweden or Finnish, it's up to you. Do you know Finnish there? Mr.
Unfortunately,
Well,
no
I-
one speaks Belarusian.
Finnish? Does anyone know Swedish?
I know Swedish.
I'm not.
I
So
know
we got one
also a
Verb
little
to
bit.
verb, derp, avert to furk.
Nah,
There's the Swedish chef
Svenska
again.
yeah, no. Is there anything you want me to say in Swedish?
Anything. Rock on.
What do you want? Okay, but that's actually the same thing in Swedish. So and it's in English. But I can say like this. Om ni någonsin vill ha någon riktigt bra musik så ska ni lyssna på det bandet som jag kommer ifrån förstås, för det är Pressure. Och om ni gör någonting annat så blir det inte bra. Eller jo, det kan det bli ändå, men ja, så kan det vara. I said something like, if you want to listen to good music, you should listen to my band. Or well, you can listen to anyone.
What in your language, sir?
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Love it.
Give me meatballs.
Give me meatballs.
I was gonna say something about meatballs, but you know, I don't know.
Who has meatballs?
Well,
Where is the meatballs?
well, we
Oh
can't.
no, but so the dead
IKEA.
into a pumpkin hardcore.
IKEA has the meatballs.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, but
The
IKEA
horse
is Swedish,
meatballs.
so-
But there probably
Yeah,
is some assembly.
Hey,
required.
it's Rebecca.
It's a dragon.
No,
That
it's
would-
Rebecca, guys.
No,
You
that's a
see
dragon.
Dragon? Is there a dragon, Rebecca?
That's a Rebecca.
Hey,
Oh,
Hello.
There she is somewhere.
It's
How's
it
not Pete's
going?
dragon.
Pete's dragon.
There it is.
Ah,
wow.
According to my god baby.
nice.
He's a dragon from Minecraft.
Scandinavia, you guys have Loki, you have Thor, you have dragons. So yeah, there you go. Get dragons. That's Rebecca. She's from
More dragons.
I believe
She's another
Marysville,
Washington person.
Marysville, I believe, right? Marysville?
That is correct.
Marysville, yes.
Cool.
Washington. It's kind of north of Seattle.
That's really north. She's way up there, a couple hours from us.
That ain't nothing in Sweden, though.
That's true.
Copenhagen, Stockholm, that's a long way. Stockholm, Copenhagen, that's a long way. That's a long way.
Well, if there's nothing in Sweden, then where do they put the IKEA?
Ooh.
Oh.
Go there, Chris.
No. Sweden has the best things. Yeah, I would be your personal guide if you come here, and I would show you things you couldn't even imagine. We have polar bears on the streets, so that's no problem. Or in something. Prove me wrong. The only one who could say that.
You in Finland have one of the biggest crowds, to my knowledge, with Sabaton, Nuclear Blast, Napalm Records. You have one of the biggest arenas in the world for metal.
Yeah. We have such great things, and I love the Finnish bands. They're fantastic.
Nightwish, what's that? Yeah.
Nightwish. Yeah, they're fantastic. And I saw the Finnish monster rockers, Lordi here.
Oh.
They are amazing. I love them live.
Yeah,
They are amazing live.
Hi, Baron.
Cool.
Hi, Baron. Okay.
Thank you. I
I-
love Lordi also. They are
Yeah.
Same
Awesome.
here, same here. And I really did like them. I seen them, I
we're
believe it was
plugging the
2004 at an Ozfest, and
Yeah.
people were dicks at Ozfest that year.
You know what's really
Exactly.
amazing is that they got signed and we were able to broadcast that interview a few weeks back. Remember, Chris? You were able to actually broadcast that breaking news story, which was kind of cool. They got signed by a
Yes.
German record company of some kind.
Ah,
They do well, and
cool.
then they actually go to Central Europe and tour more places like Germany, you know, all over the Central area.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
are awesome, and we are a metal country, as
Yeah,
Yes.
also
big time.
Sweden.
Yeah.
Big-
You know, I checked out some of your music and I feel bad I haven't checked out Pressure yet, but how does the voice of 10,000 demons, so powerful, come out of such a gorgeous face?
Oh, thank
It's
you so much.
amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a bit
amazing.
different than my
Yeah.
speaking voice because
Yeah.
people think that my speaking voice is also like this
Right.
low
right,
and
right.
scary, but it's a
Yeah.
bit different. Yeah,
A-
it
and that's
comes
different.
from your stomach.
Yeah.
The growls come from your stomach, so they have the power.
Power. Yeah. Yeah. And you know, I don't see a lot of female vocalists doing that style. So that's, you know, that was kind of cool.
Thank you. Yeah, I like it because I always, when you go to work and you do your daily stuff, you always have to behave,
Yeah.
so to speak. So when you growl and do music, you can express your emotions in a different way, and you can
Yes.
really let it all out, so to speak. It's a safe way to express different kind of emotions.
Yeah.
Music. So that's why I like it. You should all try it.
Well, sometimes I scream like into the pillow, and I feel like that's therapeutic.
Cool. Yeah, it really is, because
Yeah.
you get to let it all out.
Exactly.
Well, you guys are both kind of had the horror concept. I mean, you, Michelle the Dead, you deal a lot of Halloween concepts. You got Crypticon and stuff.
Yeah.
Does music of certain level reach a Halloween or horror movie quality? Like, for instance, I can remember Alice Cooper doing a lot of songs that are all related to like the 13th series, you know, like Friday the 13th. A lot of his stuff, like, and I think he did Freddy Krueger too. I think Cooper. I think he's done a few different.
I know he did. Like I started today this afternoon show with "Welcome to My Nightmare." It just felt
Yes.
right.
Well, Avenged Sevenfold too. I mean, and for America, but I'm thinking like there must be a lot of European artists that also play in that frame, because you got Powerwolf, or basically a metal band from Germany that dress up as werewolves that are demonic, but yet they're very nice about the whole idea of Christianity, which I found very amazing in their lyrics. Have you guys ever heard of Powerwolf, by the way?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
One of my favorite bands, by the way. You know, so I
Love
try
them.
to speak like that guy. So if you guys want to know my voice, that's where I'm trying to get myself at. He just had a birthday, so a couple days ago. So did Tommy from Sabaton. So happy birthday, guys. Lead singer of Powerwolf and young kid from Sabaton. Well, the youngest member, I think, unless the drummer is younger. He's the one that's married to Flores from Nightwish, right? So
Yeah. Yeah.
which
Yeah,
I think
yes.
it was kind of funny because I put an interview concept to a friend in Portland, and for some reason he did not know that Flores was married to the drummer of Sabaton. I thought that was amazing. Like, dude, that is like European, like, you should know that. It's like saying Madonna never dated a certain person. Or whatever. Equivalent, I guess. Anyway, the dragon. Does the dragon say, Rebecca? It's your turn to talk. Anything to do with the legacy and with all the bands going on in America? But
Well,
feeling
um,
on the details. Europe loves to know what American bands are doing across the
Well,
American.
as you know, not only does the Legacy Entertainment Bands for Bands International, which is Troy is a co-founder for Bands for Bands International, and we have been very busy this year adding sponsorship, working in movie projects. As you know, Michelle, you and I just did our premiere for the Friday the 13th.
Oh yeah, we need to plug that, by the way. Our
Plug
Friday
away.
the 13th movie just came out. It's called Vengeance Part 2 Bloodlines, and it is on YouTube. And we're all a big part of it. I was part of the makeup team. I also get killed in the movie, so you're gonna have to check it out and watch me die.
Wow.
Michelle the Dead. Just like the sixth time, I guess you keep on saying. How many deaths have you had? Death scenes?
No. Anyways, Rebecca.
You had a few death scenes, right? In your movies. This isn't the first. This is not the first Michelle the Dead for you dying in a movie. This is you've had a few, right?
No, this is actually the first time I've died in a movie.
Really?
So,
oh, okay.
Yeah.
No spoiler.
It's a good death. I can give you a spoiler. I'll be right back. Rebecca, take the floor.
Not only does
say clean the floor, but Dragon comes in, eats the pumpkin.
And now you guys also did Band Wars this year, which is on Amazon Prime.
Yes,
exactly.
The Amazon series, yes.
We're on Band Wars as well. We're waiting from Amazon Prime to actually tell us officially when it's going to be aired on TV, on the internet for Amazon Prime. They have like a few little things that they're fine tuning. We may be actually adding some more things in there, going to Iceland. Can't give up too many spoilers on that, where actually Jason Brooks from Friday the 13th is going to be in another skit in Iceland.
Oh yeah, they're going in a couple weeks. I was just over there on Friday, and they told me about that.
Now bring back the head. What's with the head? That's your head.
Oh yeah, this is my head. Looks just like me.
Wow, you died.
She's beautiful.
You were horribly killed. You were horribly killed.
I was horribly mutilated in a really bad way. It was not a good day for Michelle Dead.
Gotta get that revenge, Michelle the Dead. Gotta get that revenge. This is the zombie.
Yeah, maybe I'll come back. I don't know.
As a zombie. I always wanted a zombie be like Leprechaun meets Cybertron. You know, like robot, Leprechaun dead. Ooh, I'm gonna get my Leprechaun. I'm gonna get my gourd. I'm gonna get you. Optimus Prime, turn me into a robot. You know, something.
Now, Simon, where exactly are you located at in Sweden? Are you closer to Stockholm or are you more up north? I know you said you got a pet polar bear.
What?
Nice.
No, it's I kind of eat them. I am in Stockholm, so I'm here running the capital.
Okay.
Excellent.
Or something.
I love Stockholm. That's where it all starts. That's where it all starts in Stockholm.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a great place. I mean, we have had our problems now during the pandemic. There was a lot of venues and clubs closing down. But there's some things open up now, and we'll look like
you guys made the right move politically. Just so you know, for your country, I think you guys made the right moves.
Yeah, we can hope so.
Better than some.
You never know. Yeah, the thing is that I feel is like it's so fun to do things for this Halloween theme. The fun thing is our video that we put out now for our song Sacrament.
Let's share that. Share it to the world.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a song called Sacramental Anger.
I watched it. Beautiful,
like
beautiful.
Yeah.
Was it good? Good.
It was awesome.
Everyone likes it. SwanSong says she loves it, lead singer.
Thank you. The fantastic thing is where I was.
No.
I was actually a dark monk going through fire magic, and the fun thing here, we should let Ollie speak about this because she directed and edited the video.
Oh,
No,
really?
nothing to speak about it.
Awesome.
It's about love, and I wanted Simon to be the monk. That's all.
Now Simon doesn't die in this video, I hope. Unlike Michelle dead.
It was funny because I was in
We-
a band when I died, and I was in a band with Richie Ramone and Ticker. You guys know Ticker?
Yeah, we know Ticker.
Yeah.
And Tryptanasia
He got us
band.
killed, by the way. His tick got us killed because he's all whoop. Fucking Jason hears us, finds us, kills us. Yeah. Thanks a lot, Ticker.
Yeah, or I love that. I have to watch it later.
well, why would you guys be hiding with the one guy you know is going to get you caught?
Because we were on our way to play a show and we were stuck in a roadblock. And so we're all sitting in the van in 115-degree weather and a roadblock. We can't get out. And then suddenly Jason comes out. Anyways, you just got to watch the movie.
All right.
Yeah,
That's me. I think it's a mercy killing.
it probably is. And I don't know, man. It depends on how much ticking Josh is doing at the moment. I'm just kidding. I love you, Josh.
I had some fun with them last night at the Nile.
Oh, that's right. Didn't they play a show up there?
It did. It went really well.
Oh, that's awesome. I really wanted to go to that.
Patty has a little son by the name of Draco, and she sings. They have a new song where they actually have a duet song. So I was on Draco duty, and we were doing all sorts of like emitting people and being scary. He would be
How
scared by
fun.
because he's only 6 years old. So
Aw.
Awesome.
I was like a sugar skull skeleton. So I was
Right.
like in the dark makeup. So I was his little protector monster
Aw.
for the night.
It's
Cute.
amazing. Looking at a dragon that could eat you, yet it's so kind.
Long as you don't mess with any
Looks
people.
great. I love the outfit, by the way. I love the outfit. The dragon is beautiful.
Yes.
It is beautiful. That's a beautiful outfit.
I would challenge, and I would challenge anyone to be to hear what the strangest Halloween costumes you all have been using. I can start and see if anyone can beat mine. When I had back in 2014, I was actually going as the Blob.
Oh, that's awesome.
So you like
I
a
had this. Yeah, I had a really big gelatin thing around me, and I was going around moving as a blob. People thought I was like a big jello thing, but I
Wait.
was the Blob. I was.
Can't you
really-
tell I'm the Blob?
Yep.
Well, you know,
exactly.
scientifically, that make you a giant amoeba or like one cell animal or maybe a virus of some kind.
Exactly. Yeah, I would be very scary. I was.
I'd love to see these actual. If you have footage, we must share this.
Yes, I have footage. I have footage.
Yes. Must share to the world. Must share to the world.
I'll send it to you later. All right.
We'll
It's
show the world.
fantastic.
We'll show the world.
Yeah.
Show the world.
So do anyone beat my blob costume?
Okay.
No.
Well, as a child, maybe my dad. Well, I lived in Europe at the time. My dad was in the Air Force, so we were in England for a little bit. Anyways, my dad made a costume out of cardboard beer cases. I was a robot and I had a cardboard beer, beer case body, with my arms out, and I had beer boxes on my feet and arms, legs, and my head, just made out of beer boxes. So you can imagine how I was raised. The freaking beer robot at 3 years old. I love that costume. I'm sure there's a picture of it someplace. Anyways.
Right.
Cool.
Oh, back in the day,
I love it.
I think 2010 2002, maybe.
2002. Yeah.
I went as Marilyn Monroe.
You
Nice.
went
Woo.
Marilyn Monroe, Mr. Chronic Chris.
Yeah.
Were you high?
Well,
On some
obviously, it was obviously it
You're
was.
hot.
I did it on a dare or on a
You
bet,
did it on a
whatever.
dare. Hot, right?
Did you wear pantyhose or did you shave your legs?
I had the pantyhose with the white dress, mini skirt.
Ooh, did you stand
Pushing
over
me
the
up.
grate and let the air blow your dress up so everybody can
Un-
see your bits and pieces?
Unfortunately, there wasn't a grate to stand on.
Oh,
But the funny part about this story is by the end of the night, 4 different guys at the bar had tried to pick me up.
oh my
And I
God.
just kept looking at him, and with the deepest voice I could, you know, I'm a dude, right?
Oh my God. You were either really beautiful or they were really drunk. I mean, I don't know. You do have a pretty mouth.
Or what? How long are we talking about? We're talking like pre 20, Chris, or what?
We're talking almost 20 years ago.
20 years ago.
I
You got what you deserve, my friend. Sorry.
I mean, I would even try to pick you up now.
But I love my other favorite one. A few years back, I had this wicked looking Skeletor mask, and me and
Oh,
my wife and stepkids, we were out trick-or-treating, and some little 6-year-old kid looked at me and he started crying, and his dad actually came up and said, "Hey, can you take off your mask? You're scaring my kid." And I said, "Hell no.
It's Halloween, motherfucker.
This is what Halloween's all about, man. Be scared."
If your kid's scared, then he must be a demon. So yeah.
I mean, I'll tell you my story, I guess. I mean, my most horrible, scary outfit, and we're talking about maybe 20 years ago, about the same time. So I'm about 20 something too. And basically, I dressed up as the Green Reaper. I just thought, what will happen? Sickle and all. It worked out pretty well. People were literally leave me the hell alone that day
Oh
and
yeah.
night. They'll leave the Green Reaper alone, especially with a sickle. A long one too.
You don't want no short sickle.
No, you want the long. You want the long.
See, and
Short sickle fighting though.
I don't think that you would be taken as seriously as a reaper with a very small sickle.
Though it's probably more dangerous and more accurate to kill somebody with a small sickle versus a big sickle, but I'm just talking to someone who died from Jason.
Well, I didn't die from a sickle.
No spoilers.
No spoilers. Only a little bit of a spoiler.
Yeah.
It's been out for a couple weeks now, so I can do spoilers.
All right.
You
Plug this.
guys gonna watch it? You guys should watch it tomorrow night.
I'll do
Look.
it.
We should send
Oh,
links in
definitely.
the chat box. just in case,
I possibly will tomorrow night, because tomorrow I'm getting up. I got to be at work at 5 a.m. and we're gonna have the truck loaded and on everything completely ready to be on the road for West Virginia by 6. So I'll be sitting by myself in a hotel room in West Virginia. Why not watch a scary movie?
There you go. There you go. And if you find that some parts you don't get, it's because you didn't watch part 1. So you can always go back and watch Vengeance Part 1, which is also, I think that came out in 2018 or 17. It's also on YouTube. The sequel, I think, is better, but I'm also biased.
Did you guys win some awards?
We
on your
did.
makeup?
We have been winning some awards. They just started coming through. We won some special effects and makeup awards, wardrobe, also best actress, cinematography. They're starting to roll in. And we're also going to be playing it at Crypticon this year at the film festival, and it's being submitted to film festivals everywhere. And I'm super excited because we worked really hard on this, and we had such a great team. And it was just a lot of fun, and I want everybody to enjoy it as much as we do. And we're really proud of it. Turned out great.
Awesome. Congrats. Congrats.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's a proud moment.
Yeah. Great release too, especially when we're talking movies here.
Yeah,
Band
yeah.
we have artists. I haven't talked too much about the prowess and what's going on, but I believe Pressure has been talking about some new releases going on. Pressure, anyone from Pressure? Anyone knows what's the new release? You're talking about the video, right? So let's see if we can link that in sometime. Chris, what do you think about maybe sharing some of their stuff, their music, and just like we do with all other bands, get a spin on Asgard.
Oh, definitely. In fact, let me.
I was like,
I'm pretty sure I already seen something about Pressure in my emails.
Right.
I just haven't gone through them all.
Right. But the music itself could be played on Asgard, right? Through the rotation.
Oh yeah.
Right, cool.
Nice.
Awesome.
I'll add to my rotation too when I.
I mean, as long as it's rock, metal, you know.
Yeah, I think they fit that definition of metal and rock.
Yeah.
You know, we'll play it. And actually, Jim has called me out a couple of times on some of the, because I'll go with some deep Southern rock that almost sounds like I'm playing a country song.
I don't think you're gonna get any country from Finland or Sweden, but
probably not.
If Copenhagen or Stockholm or anywhere like that is playing some country music, that'll be quite amazing.
Now, and see, I've always noticed that part of the world is like the leader in producing metal music. Why?
Yes, I agree. Simon would agree with you. Simon, you would agree with him in Stockholm?
Yeah.
Well, one thing a buddy of mine wants to know, and I'll give him a shout out, Steve, Captain Spaulding, you know who I'm talking about if you're out there watching. Where is all this anger coming from in the northern parts of Europe?
Dude, I know. It's because the cold ass winters.
Yeah.
It's those cold ass winters, man. That's enough to make anybody
cold,
just want
it's dark.
Seriously.
It's very dark and cold. We need to let it out.
I understand.
We got a dragon on the show just to represent parts of that concept, I think. Dragons. To my knowledge, the Nordstrom religion, they had a snake that is like the wingless snake, and it could go across the earth just to eat somebody.
Yes.
This is what we're talking about as horror stories. And that was just normal child stories, I'm sure, for most Swedes or Norwegians. Finn, again, they were mostly fighting the Russians, but, you know, to each their own.
There's dragons all over in mythology.
Yes. Let's
Chinese dragons are very
let's look at the experts. Simon, history of dragons when it comes to Viking, Swedish history. What's the history on dragons? Are we getting it wrong? We're seeing it in movies now. Game of Thrones.
No.
Aragon.
The Vikings are really from the Nordic countries. We have both Denmark, Sweden, Finland, Norway, and actually I'm wearing a Thor's hammer here. It's a symbol. It's a symbol of strength and for a warrior. And it's been with me for a long time, so it's always given me strength. The dragon you are referring to, the little snake around the world, it's called the Midgard snake. He's actually biting his own tail, and at the end of the world, he will come up and battle his fearless opponent, the god Thor. Yes,
Thor.
So and they will do really heavy stuff here. And you see the Nordic, the Viking mythology, it's much more it's very including. It's not saying that these gods are the only gods, these things are the only things around, because the Vikings believe that when they came to another parts of the world, they instead for enforcing a new religion on other persons, they believe that, oh, but here your gods are stronger because they live here. Our gods live in the northern countries. So if you come to our countries, then our gods are stronger. But here at your place, your gods are stronger. So, well, okay, we can have both.
Kind of like football teams.
I respect that aspect. And the warrior mentality, that's what I love about Scandinavian countries and people, because the fearlessness, you know, that is the beautiful thing. Like a good band I love to hear is Brothers of Metal. I don't know if you guys know about the Brothers of Metal.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Brothers of Metal, they sing very well on these lights of a story and a custom.
Yes.
I wouldn't go as far as ruins, but there are some ruins that probably they've taken a little bit of artist creativity to put their points to cross, and I think that's pretty cool.
And the one thing I love the most, Mike, because my ancestors came from Norway,
Me too.
and they were farmers, and the Vikings, that's the reason why they did what they did going around, because they wanted more land to farm.
Yes, and drink and eat.
Yeah. My
My
ancestors are from Finland. So
Yeah.
Yay, Finland!
Yeah.
Well,
Awesome.
I mean, not not everyone in America. You know, my ancestry didn't start in America. You guys over there is Finland, Sweden. You guys probably got a little deeper roots.
Yeah, a little deeper. Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah.
You have a last name like me with Anderson. You're proud of your Anderson. You have a prime minister.
I'm from here,
Anderson,
man.
right? As well, right? Your prime minister is named Anderson. Good friend of mine. We interviewed a while back, Martin Anderson. He's from Sweden too, and I don't know. I just think I gotta go to Sweden. I gotta go to Stockholm before I die. I have to. I have no choice. Next year, I'm definitely going to Europe.
Oh yeah.
This is gonna visit Simon and all those good people in Stockholm.
Yeah. Come here. I'll buy you a drink or three.
All right. Sounds like a plan. Good. He's the kind of guy I like. He knows what I'm talking about. It's
Yeah.
metal. It's metal in Europe. And they're fearless.
My poison is whiskey, by the way. So
there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
A good single malt. Yeah, I love that.
Now, you drink the old custom mead though? The mead?
I love mead.
Yeah,
Meat is delicious.
meat is okay. Meat is
okay.
perfect. Beer is great. Everything is good, but nothing could beat a real good old single malt whiskey. That should be enjoyed. I love that. And if you offer me a really good single malt whiskey, I would do anything. So that's my Achilles heel.
Now,
So,
do you do Swedish whiskey or American whiskey, or what kind of whiskey do you prefer?
I prefer Scottish, actually.
Okay.
Scottish. Nice.
Scottish whiskey. That's fantastic.
I was raised by a Scot. I was raised by a Scot. I know what you're talking about. How many years? 20 years, 30 years? How much? What would your blend want? I mean, you want old whiskey that's like Scotch whiskey, or were you talking like Jameson?
Yeah, we have Scotch single malt Islay whiskey, like Bowmore, Lafroig, those kind of really smoky stuff. I love that. You know, I have this dream when I get old, then I will buy an old Scottish castle up in the Highlands, and I will sit there at the winter storms rages with all my guitars, and then I will have this wall of fire, and I will have a wolf and a bear skin wrapped around me, and I will drink whiskey till I pass out. That would be my future.
So cool.
I will help you complete your goal if you can find me an island Denmark so I can find my castle.
Oh,
Nah.
we need to go visit.
Island castles. It's not like those hill castles. I really like island castles because you can float
Yeah,
back and forth. You know,
exactly.
from
We
one
can have
drawbridge to another.
Nah, the
great
good,
things here. Yeah,
the
yeah.
good Scotch
There's a-
whiskey that I'm trying to find again is that Lagavulin or Lagavulin.
Lagavulin, yeah. I have 2 Lagavulin bottles at my place. So come here, man, and I'll give you one.
All right.
Be right over.
See, we're going to Sweden, buddy. We're going to Stockholm.
Then after that, you should all come to Finland so we can
Yes.
drink vodka and go to the sauna and
Yes.
then
Yes.
make a hole in the ice and go in the ice water and then
Or-
sauna and drink vodka more.
Yeah.
I mean, you go to Sweden and then go to Finland. I mean, or Finland to Sweden. I mean,
Yeah,
either way,
exactly.
you know.
There is big ferries going over from Stockholm to Finland, so we take one of those. You can drink on those too. The thing is that the Finnish sauna is one of the best around. You haven't lived until you have done a real sauna with some of the Finnish people. That's fantastic.
Oh, I've seen videos on
and,
YouTube.
It's fantastic, and you should also know that we spank each other with some branches as well. So
Be like Krampus, you just smack each other with some branches.
With
of course.
With the leaves.
Yep.
It was used to. It was a myth that it was for all the bad spirits to go away.
Exactly.
In the history of sauna. And in Finland, we have this tradition that Halloween, which is called Kekri, All Hallows Eve, we leave the sauna on after we go there, so the spirits can go to the sauna once a year in All Hallows Eve, and they can enjoy it also. And I will also leave a little vodka for the spirits.
I love that.
You leave some spirits for the spirits.
That's right.
Now, do you ever come back? Do you ever come back to shut it off and find that the vodka's gone?
Yeah, of course, it's totally gone.
Always.
They are Finnish spirits, of course. They drink it first.
Yeah,
like, thanks.
exactly.
Now I'm gonna sauna.
Yeah, great thing. The Finnish vodka favorites here from in Sweden, it's called Koskenkorva.
Yeah,
that's a really good stuff. I love that. I the bad thing is Finlandia. I don't like that one, but Koskenkorva is great.
Koskenkorva is very popular.
Yeah. You should give me some tips on some better.
Did you say beer?
No, some better vodka. What's your best vodka there, so I can go buy it?
It's called Suomi Viina. It means in English Finland booze. Suomi Viina, Finland booze.
We call that in this state malt liquor. Chris, you understand that malt liquor terminology?
I just wrote it down.
I was going to say, the reason why the Pilgrims landed at Plymouth Rock was because they were running low on alcohol and needed to brew up a batch of beer. They were actually supposed to land down around North or South Carolina, but they stopped at Plymouth Rock to brew beer and said, all right, this is a good spot. We'll just set camp here and go.
All right. Cool. The dragon. What's up with the dragon? We haven't heard too much about the drinking habits of the dragons and her friends. Anything you've seen in the parties in the last few months or years? Any big drinking things that people like? I think Jägermeister is still pretty big in the States, right?
Yep. Jägermeister. As you know, I've been sending you all sorts of recipes for your new later on.
We could probably go from cooking to the alcohol, I do recall a lot of people, they used to take alcohol and make pies or cakes. Do you guys ever use alcohol in your foods, guys? Anyone, any traditional desserts or anything like that? And also,
Rum cake?
yes.
Are you talking about like rum
Oh,
cake?
Yes. Anyone into that? Anyone into alcohol with dessert or with food?
Yes, thanks for reminding me. I need to get
That's it.
find my grandma's recipes because for Christmas she would make a fruit cake. And, and I know a lot of people aren't big on fruit cake, but my grandma's fruit cake was fucking delicious. And after about 2 slices, you needed to start looking for a designated driver.
Wow. Thanks, Grandma.
Oh yeah.
We're kind of drunk.
Like, do the kids get some of this fruitcake too, or is it designated to only adults?
But I was 12 years old doing that
Kids
shit.
got a very small slice if you were good.
Oh.
When you're younger though, you can get drunk when you're 12.
Oh,
Shit,
dude, the first time I ever got drunk, I was probably 13 months old, because where my birthday is and just how the story. Anyways, it's Christmas time and everybody's just sitting around drinking peach schnapps in the family, and I'm peach schnapps. And so I'm cruising around being a 1-year-old, just kind of cruising around, and everybody's left their peach schnapps sitting around. So I'm just drinking it. Here comes drunk baby Michele. And my dad's like, oh, fuck. So he puts me on the tricycle, puts me out in the snow, and I just like ride in a line for about 15, 20 minutes. He comes back out, picks me up, turns me around, and just ride. So yeah, that was my very first time. The very last time I got drunk was about 10 years ago, and then I quit drinking. So more for you guys.
You still smoke marijuana, don't you? You got.
I mean, maybe.
Yes, maybe.
What is this marijuana that you speak of?
Oh, I mean, it's legal in Washington State. So for recreational use.
Canada, maybe? Is it Canada like that too? Canada?
I don't know.
Canada, I believe so. How about any of the Europes?
I know it's illegal in Switzerland, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just know that it's not legal in New
Amsterdam.
Mexico.
Well, what's the rules in Sweden, Finland, and Belarus?
Drink more?
I mean, will Chronic Chris enjoy doing a road show over in Europe?
No,
Or will I have to strictly go to Amsterdam?
Well, everybody knows somebody. So I mean, even if it's not legal, I'm sure you'll be okay. I just went to Louisiana this summer, and it's not legal there. And I just I accepted drugs from a stranger. Oh gosh.
Oh, we went down.
I just got a little bit of weed off some dudes off the street in freaking Bourbon Street, bustling.
I was gonna say, if you can't find it on Bourbon Street, you ain't looking.
Yeah, it's everywhere in Bourbon Street. I asked, this pretty girl comes up and offers me a shot, and I'm like, no, but do you happen to know? She's like, there, any of those doormen, any of those bartenders. I'm like, thank you, girl.
Oh yeah, because we went down for Mardi Gras a few years ago.
Oh my God.
Whoo! I want to go to New Orleans again, but not during Mardi Gras.
I think for Halloween would be cool.
Yes, to check out Lafayette Cemetery, and I really want to see the Anne Rice house and do one of them haunted riverboat tours.
Yeah. The thing is, you can't go to any of the cemeteries now without paying for a tour.
That's shitty.
Yeah, like one of the main reasons I went was to go see the cemeteries. And it's like, are you freaking kidding me? I've got to pay for a tour. I want to take my leisurely time. I'm not gonna litter or be disrespectful.
I was gonna say that is shitty that you gotta pay, but it's because of those people
vandalizing, stealing,
disrespectful, littering.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just really sad because that city is so full of history. A lot of it's really, really dark, awful, terrible history. But
and also a lot of their older cemeteries, the graves are actually above ground because every time they tried to bury them, they'd start coming up.
Because it's below sea level, the whole place floats. One day it's going to be underground or underwater. I mean,
how to see the living body that once was alive comes out of the grave and just shows up next door.
It just like pops out of the ground and then it's all waterlogged and starting to float. Ew.
Yeah.
Michele,
Smell it too, I imagine.
Michele, do
dead
you remember?
Oh, back in the day, they actually had alarm systems for that. They'd have little bells above the grave, and there was a tube going down into the casket with their string. They could ring the bell if they actually weren't dead and woke up.
Was there any customs like this in Sweden, I wonder? Simon, was there any kind of weird
Yeah.
like, death concepts like the spirits would come and maybe they possess an item of body and you're like, what the heck? Did you have a zombie kind of, you ever had a zombie experience or a ghost experience or a spook or whatever you want to call it, apparition?
That I have been experiencing.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Have you?
yeah, of course.
All right.
A lot of strange things have been happening around me. I'm not sure why, but
It just
I
happened.
remember
Okay.
the first thing, the first one that I experienced. I was like, I think I was like 8 or 9 years old, and I walked. I were at my grandparents' house, and it was only my grandmother was only one alive. My grandfather has died, and well, okay. I walked into this room at night because I was going to the bathroom or something, and I just know that my grandfather was sitting in his chair. So I sat down there, and I actually spoke to him. So we had a 15 or 20 minutes conversation. He was a big inspirational for me. I started to play guitar very early. I started to play when I was 6 years old, and he was one of the inspirational for a very young boy as me before he died. And we sat down, and I can still remember the things that we spoke about. He and the thing that I know that we have not dreamt this is he told me things, and the next day I talked to my grandmother, and I told her this and asked him about things that he had said to me. And the fun thing here is that she said, "Oh yeah. He cannot go away to the other side. He speaks to me all the time. Sometimes he bugs me." So my grandfather's ghost was around for that. I've never spoken or seen him after that. I guess he said what he wanted to me, but the supernatural experience has lived with me for all the years, and I usually go to a lot of dark places. I love to take deep walks at night while I write music, and I go through the woods, and I often go through cemeteries. I go through old ruins. I go through a lot of places, and if you let yourself be more with nature and stop for a while, do not use electronic devices, do not use distractions, then the nature, the spirit, the supernatural world will come to you and give you a piece of it. If you just believe in it, if you know this, then there is a whole world to experience. That's my point of view on this.
I think that's a good point of view. In fact, I hate to say it this way, but yesterday at the event at the dawn of the Day of the Dead, I think I actually communed with my mom, who passed on 2 years ago. So
cool.
It was different because what was going on was a dance going on, right? And I'm doing this kind of babysitter the sound machine, and we have these people dancing, and they got all this stuff. It's all, I think they're from Brazil, and they're dancing this death chant, kind of thing, like the dance of the dead kind of thing. And all of a sudden, a communication with my mom happened within my brain for a good 3 minutes, and just stuff that she wanted to tell me, and it was weird. It just happened, and I couldn't stop it. I just let it happen. So I don't know. It happened to me.
Then You know what I'm speaking about then?
Yes, I do. I know the
Yeah.
commune concept. I've experienced it before,
Really
which I
Cool.
think people should really open up to. I mean, we're living energy, and so energy that's been here. What does Einstein say? Energy that can't get destroyed, it just gets reformed to something else. What do you think, Chris? Chris, what do you think?
I'll agree with that. I mean, I know I've lived in a couple of haunted houses in my day. We used to like
All
to
right.
rent old farmhouses and just
Yeah.
to live out in the country, make them ours and whatever. But
Yeah.
there was the one house, weird stuff would happen. Lights would flick on and off just at random times. Pictures would move from one side of the shelf to the other, and but never nothing harmful, except the one time my uncle, he could have swore he felt something push him down the stairs. He fell down the stairs and he said he didn't fall, something pushed him, but there was nothing behind him.
Wow.
Scary.
Wow.
It
Michele the Dead, I guess you're the expert again. I keep on saying you're the expert of the dead, but maybe you're not. But you ever experienced something since you play in the horror film movie land of the dead? Yes, in a way.
I wish I could say I've had a ton of paranormal experiences, but really the only one I can remember off the top of my head is I was at an estate sale a couple of years ago, and everybody's walking around these people's house who've just passed away and going from room to room, just going through their stuff. And there's this very narrow hallway. It's like a 1-story, 3-bedroom, older folks live there apparently. And, I'm kind of squished in the hallways, people walking. I just want to go across the hall to this room because I just wanted to check out this room real quick and go. And I saw a guy walk, from one side of the room to the other. And so eventually I was able to cross the hall and get in there. And I'm like, there's nothing over there but a closet. So this dude who walked from one end to the other was not actually there. And I think it was the owner of the house, the one who had died, because then after that, I got this really gross feeling like, oh my gosh, this person is like, there's all these people here going through all my shit like it's nothing, and, laughing and shopping. And this is like my life that I've collected. And then I just felt really gross. And so I left. So that was my most recent paranormal experience.
Awesome. Well, I'll actually throw you on something because you're talking about location. In some respects, I should be more honest about where I'm at because the person that lived here died in this very room that I'm in. So this is the room. Yeah. But the thing about it is my mom's dead, my uncles are dead, half my family are dead. And when you have most of your family 6 feet under or dead, be in a vase or whatever, or burnt in a scenario on a boat thing. And yes, I do know a person that actually had a Viking funeral. I was there. And death is what we're all going to experience at least once. So it's
that is a fact.
Michele the Dead, to experience and to commune with the dead.
Yeah, I'd like to.
So, and events as well.
What was that?
Don't you also do modeling with the Misfit Dolls and the Rogue Ravens modeling team as well?
Oh, I was, but I got too busy to be able to commit, so I dropped out. But they said, if you ever want to come back, so it wasn't on bad terms or anything. I'm just too busy. But yes,
you're embraced yourself with horror movies.
Well, these groups are horror. They are horror-based modeling groups for the most part. They're so much fun. The concepts of the shoots and the costumes, you get to be creative and artistic and put them together.
It's a lengthy process, I take it, right?
What's that?
Lengthy process. It takes a lot of time to get yourself all googled.
Well, yeah. Well, that plus, if you're trying to do, 1 or 2 shoots a month, and you have a regular job that takes, your weekdays, and you have limited, weekends, and like my weekends are just getting full of makeup. I've been doing makeup like every single weekend, probably until the end of time now. It's really just kind of blown up lately ever since Vengeance. And so I don't have time to do like, the group things anymore. I just have to like do my own thing.
Do you think your life is going to change after this, Michele? Do you think that things are going to kind of go a little bit shooting forward in your direction of your career?
Oh, yeah, because right now I work in veterinary medicine, and it's like, I'm not getting any younger. It's a young person's job, and my body's not going to be able to hold out that much longer doing it. It's very physical.
Doing movies and horror would be fine by comparison.
But doing makeup, which is what I've been doing, it's like I'm getting hit up left and right, and it's like I think that maybe I could, make something sustainable for myself doing makeup. So
maybe if you had like a Halloween store support you, and then maybe you could go further.
There's things in the works that I can't really talk about quite yet, but expect big things. There's things in the building right now.
Well, we're gonna definitely support you no matter what happens.
Thank you. I just want to create art like all of you guys do.
Indeed. And the one thing I was going to say, and I was going to ask everyone else who's an artist who's been on stage, including myself, which I know is a fact. When you're wearing makeup and there's heavy lights, be it on a movie or a set or on a performance, what do you do? I mean, what do you do? I mean, what can you tell the audience? How does it feel when you're being burnt, literally trying to look great? What's the feeling of being really hot on stage, I guess? Literally. Because it probably has happened to you a few times, I imagine, right? Because they're going to throw a lot of light on you, right? So you're going to feel the temperature change that will occur, especially if you're standing in one spot for too long, right?
Yeah. So you guys are talking to the musicians, right?
Oh, I think about anyone who's got dealt with lights.
Yeah. I think they're under a lot more hot light than anybody here. Especially with the theatrical makeup, a lot of it's grease paint, and so it's pore clogging and.
No, you could actually help us then in the sense of what to wear when you're dealing with hot lights.
Well, I mean, it's going to be hot no matter what. You just don't want it to like melt off. So you can use like you want to prime first and then use your makeup. You can use setting agents to make it stay, or you can use alcohol-based makeup, paints that stays on. Those are pretty much waterproof. There's lots of options. There's waterproof makeup.
Yeah, because I think we have one or two people that wear makeup.
I mean, you can. There's nothing, a little bit of guy liner on anyone can't hurt.
I know Finland wants to speak in for this. What do you do with your makeup, with your routine? How do you keep the makeup all good?
Great advice from Michele. I really appreciate professional makeup artists. I use grease-based makeup. And I press it with loose powder with every layer.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very pressed. And then I spray the
the setting spray. Yeah,
setting spray. And when I growl, I make funny faces, like it's not very pretty. So
lights it probably is, believe it or not.
Yeah, I don't mind if my face melts or if I look funny, because I'm in the moment and I wanna sound cruel. So.
Yeah, and I think it probably adds to the aesthetic too, with the genre that you're performing in.
When the makeup starts to drip, oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I'd ask Simon, the rock school thing, we always say melt their faces while you rock. If your face is melting off while you're rocking, while they're melting, have you not have some equality? What would you call that, Simon?
Equality.
They're melting, we're all melting. What's going on? We're all becoming. You were talking about the blog before. You dressed up as a blog. What would have happened if that blog melted, Simon?
Well,
then he would be the puddle.
It would be a very nice drink if I would have been melted as a blob.
What flavor would you be? Would you be whiskey flavored or like Swedish fish flavored, or I mean,
okay,
meatball flavored.
I'll flavor.
Lutefisk flavored.
Ew.
No. The first thing is that I would be whiskey flavored, of course. And the other thing is a secret of mine is that I probably am one of the few people in the world that actually really hate strawberries. So I would hope not. I would hope that I wouldn't take strawberry because that's bleh.
Oh,
No,
oh,
Right.
oh.
no.
Did you have a
Oh,
bad
yeah,
strawberry
no.
as a child? Is that what happened? Did something happen? Did you have a traumatic strawberry event? Do you have an
I don't know.
allergy? Did you
See,
almost die?
no,
Did you
no,
choke?
no allergy. No. It's just these small, hairy, untasty.
So it's the texture of like the
Thank you.
seeds and the fuzz, the hairs, and it doesn't. Do you like strawberry flavored things? Do you like the flavor of
No.
strawberry? Oh.
What about
I don't
strawberry
know.
wine? Strawberry
Yeah.
wine.
Oh, no.
What
No.
no strawberry candy, no strawberry pie, no strawberry jelly.
No, nothing. I don't eat strawberries. They are yuck.
What about raspberries?
And anything else?
What about raspberries?
Are okay. Raspberries are okay. Wild
Interesting.
strawberries are okay. So yep, it's you should know that. Oh yeah.
What's going
so-
on here?
so you-
Something's happening.
Yes, we're going into the George lab.
I like this. Something's
Jules,
happening.
I
This
should have
is
done this
fun.
from the get-go. Put us all
This
in
is
the
fun
haunted
stuff.
room.
Yeah, we're in the
I hope
haunted
somebody
room.
gets a screenshot of this because this is pretty badass.
That's what we do. That's what we do in a shop talk. We make things happen. We're both
This is what we do, he says.
what we do.
That's how we
Get
do it.
garlic
Hey,
from
don't
our
forget to check
customers.
out my podcast tomorrow night. Vladimir and I are having a Halloween special.
I
And
did
then the
see
Monday
that.
after that, we
You
are having
heard that
Darcy
too.
DeMoss, who is Nikki from Friday the 13th, Part 6, and also Vengeance to Bloodlines. We're going to have her as a guest in 2 Mondays from now. So
Can you
join
share
us
the
on
link?
the Zombie Board
I
podcast.
want them to share the link. I want everyone to share the link because this is a great event there, Michelle the Dead.
Yeah, it's going to be super awesome. So
Okay, where is Michelle the Dead and where's the dragon, Chris? We
I'm
got-
here. I'm in the top corner.
Michelle's in the top corner. We lost the dragon and we
Okay,
lost
she-
Belarus.
Okay,
We had
Wait.
Rebecca.
wait. Rebecca was there.
Was there? I don't see you though, Michelle the Dead.
Oh, I'm in the top corner. Hi. Hi.
Yeah, I don't see you.
There.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
she's there.
That's Rebecca. I see
Oh.
Rebecca.
Oh,
Chris took off.
Chris is gone.
This is gonna be
No, I'm
Wait,
here.
there he is.
editing. This is amazingly amazing.
I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone.
Right.
Well, I think he's close. Simon, you're close to the cat and the pumpkins.
Correct.
Here. And then Finland's got the skull like right below her. So she could like play with the skull, I guess.
Yeah, she's like the double skull lady.
Yeah. So she got double skull going on.
Yeah.
And yeah, it just looks cool. It looks really cool.
Why do our people keep
we lost-
disappearing?
Yeah, but we lost Belarus too.
Oh,
Where'd she go? Is she still on?
No.
Someone find her.
Olive, where's Olive? Olive, right? Where's Olive?
Ollie.
Where are you?
Yeah.
Where you go? Got lost in the theater somewhere. Come
She's
back
somewhere. She's in the Twilight Zone, man. Told you.
And I don't know what box you had her in.
Oh no.
Well, she was either in the one underneath me or the one underneath Rebecca.
No, I'm talking chat box for the show.
Oh,
Aw.
my bad. I thought you meant literal box.
I think she was with the one with Bloomfield because he was gonna. I think he tried to ask me if he wanted to call me or have him call me, but I didn't
Oh
know.
yeah, where's he at? Didn't he confirm like 15 minutes prior?
I kind of like he like deconfirmed, like he was saying that he had nothing to talk about. So
I mean, none of us really have anything to talk about. I mean, we do,
No,
but
no,
it's mostly
know,
just, shooting the shit, talking about whatever comes to mind, and,
Most of
we don't
it's
really
weird.
have like a set topic, tomorrow's Halloween, it's like I got to work tomorrow. And so I won't be doing anything, I've got some friends having parties. I can't go because I got to work the next morning at 7. So I hope you guys all have more fun plans for Halloween than I do. handing out
Oh.
candy, maybe dressing up, going to a party,
Oh, okay.
sacrificing some, you know,
Says the lady who gets
babies in
killed.
the forest. I don't know.
Says the lady that got killed by Jason. I got nothing to do on Halloween. My movie scenario for horror
I have
film.
to work. I have to do eyeball surgery.
Eyeball surgery, of course. This is what we do. on Halloween. We do eyeball surgery, of course.
That is what we do at my work. That's
Like-
all we do at my work. Because all we do is animal eyes. We're an eye
Oh,
specialist.
just animals though.
Yep. We are Northwest Animal Eye Specialists. And we
Well,
work
I
on
tell you what.
cats, dogs, birds, horses, rabbits.
Jeff
Whatever.
said he wanted to get on, and we lost one guest. I'm gonna make a phone call. We're gonna do it just like everything I do in this world. We're gonna do it live.
Oh,
Is this gonna be like that pranking show? What was that called?
Prank anchors?
Yeah,
No,
Crank
why me
Anchors.
call it? No.
The
Okay.
Jerky Boys.
That,
Sure.
yeah.
No.
I think we should all prank whoever you're calling.
Jeff Bloomfield from American Wrecking Company.
Oh, are you calling him right now?
Okay.
Well, he wanted me to call
Hi,
him.
is this Josh?
Yeah. Oh, you
This is
remember?
Amber. You gave me your phone number last night, and I was just like wondering if you remember me because you're really drunk.
That's too good. That's too good. You're killing it. I love it.
Is it a free day in the States tomorrow? Free
A
from
free
work?
day?
No, because it's not considered a federal holiday, which is
No, no,
bullshit. I'd rather
yeah,
trade
we
in
don't-
Thanksgiving and Valentine's Day for
We're not that cool like Finland. Finland's
yeah,
cool.
Halloween needs to be right up
Right.
there
Well,
with Christmas and Easter.
I was gonna say
Because it is a
those are-
religious type of holiday to me.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. I mean, come on, we get Labor Day off. Come on. Really? Can't we get
Yeah.
Halloween off? At least we're having fun on Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
All right.
If I could
All right,
change
well,
the world, that's what I would do.
All right, we're making the
I-
phone call to Jeff Bloomfield to see if he still wants on. Or if he has anything to talk. All right. You want the
You
phone
know,
call?
if it was Jeff Goldblum, I'd probably be having a heart attack right now.
Jeff, you're on
Hey.
Shop Talk.
Hey, we're
Everybody-
calling about your car's extended warranty.
Did you know you could save 15% or more when you sign up for Geico Insurance today?
You do that way too well.
Well, she has been killed by Jason in Friday the 13th, the last movie. So,
Right on.
so Jeff, you want to join us? We're basically, you can't see this, but we all are in paintings of a horror movie.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, he has this technology to put you in a painting. It's kind of like Harry Potter, and you just sit in a painting, and you don't have to talk. You just see what we're doing, and
You could just sit there and look pretty, like, you know.
sit there and look pretty. Yeah, with the dragon, we got a dragon. We got a beautiful display of items, pumpkins, and all this stuff. All you gotta do is hit that link, and Chris will get you in.
Yeah, my phone got stolen last week.
Oh, that's right. You got no tablet or anything? Nothing, huh?
No, I don't. And the new phone that they gave me is just this little piece of shit until tomorrow, until I get another phone.
No, that's okay.
Lame.
We'll just give you
Lame.
an audio to get connected. That's all.
That's on the
Yeah.
lame list.
Yeah.
For yeah, the only thing that's really just going on, I've just been living life, bro. And I
Yeah.
don't know if you, I mean, I'll just, ever since I met Chris and everything, there hasn't been really, and because of COVID, there hasn't really been any, band thing going on. I tried it again.
Yeah.
With that, the band you saw me doing, and that just wound up falling apart drastically. It's like a lot of people changed, and so it's like I think I'm gonna. Steve James moved down to
Arizona, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and he's got it going on down there, and he's actually got 2 West Coast tours planned. And I think I'm gonna, Christine and I are gonna, we're because it's just getting really weird up here, bro. Cost of living wise, it's been stupid, but now it's getting even stupider. And dangerous here and everything. So it's just like Christy and I are like we're talking about moving to Huntington Beach and everything, and
Wow.
Texas, and then the opportunity came up for us to move to Arizona, and we'll be an hour away from Las Vegas. We'll be 3 hours away from LA. So it's like it just seems to be the right thing to do.
Awesome.
Next year sometime.
Hey, Michele the Dead.
Yeah.
Are there a lot of movies filmed in Arizona that were horror based on either ghosts or whatever or
Oh
spirits?
gosh. I'm
A
not
lot.
that much of an expert.
Always killed by Jason.
I know. Yeah. This most recent one was definitely not in Arizona. So yeah, I don't know.
Poltergeist was formed in Arizona, right? Michele the Dead.
What was?
Poltergeist, the first one.
Oh, Poltergeist, was it?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
It was either that or it was filmed up in Simi Valley, California. It was either that or desert.
I'd have to look it up, I guess. So let's see.
Yes, we have to find out all the movies that are deal with horror in Arizona. So when he goes, were you going to go to Kingsman or where were we thinking of?
Right outside of Lafayette, Flagstaff.
Oh, okay, Flagstaff. Okay.
Okay.
All right, that's a good spot.
You know what movie was filmed in Arizona?
Huh.
Psycho.
Piranha.
Psycho from 1960.
Psycho, yes.
Poltergeist 2.
A movie called The Wraith with Charlie Sheen. He drove around in this badass ghost car and everything, and his brother was killed in this race or something like that, and there was Pony Boy and the other dude, and they sniffed WD-40 and they had mohawks and everything. It was called The Wraith.
Nice.
In Arizona.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was filmed right in Arizona. There was a couple others too. I thought like one of the Screams were or something. One of them. I know one Wes Craven film was, and I can't remember which one.
Yes.
War of the Worlds 1953.
She's still looking them up.
Psycho 1960. Prophecy. Poltergeist 2.
Yes.
Near Dark. Kingdom of Spiders. Alien Invasion Arizona.
Yep. Well, anything Netflix these days.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, that Alec Baldwin movie, he kind of messed up with the gunshot problem he had in that one.
Right.
Yeah.
Is it too soon to talk about Alec Baldwin?
The only other thing I'm doing is I've got my own little business started.
Yeah.
I've always been like a sci-fi junkie and everything like
Right.
that. And I do model build-ups
Right.
for people now and everything. Making some decent money at that.
Nice.
Doing a lot of, got my own store started and everything that's going to have a lot of really cool and one-off, hard to get things that I built, like you saw, like on my Facebook page.
Nice going there, Simon.
I'm also working on one of the alien attackers from Independence Day, which was
Nice.
actually casted from the same props that the pyrotech department used. So it's like 18 inches in diameter, man. This thing's a beast. You can see all that stuff on my Facebook page. And I got that 3-foot Terminator.
I know you like Terminator. I know you like that movie.
Yeah. Did you see the underskeleton that I'm building on my page?
Yes. Yes.
So I'm going to be offering those, and those will sell around $1,800 a pop.
What do you think, Michele the Dead? You think he has potential of getting his purchase items taken care of? Those aesthetic, like Terminator types?
Oh, sure. There's always somebody someplace that can fabricate those.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
They like that stuff. Yeah.
So you guys recording the show right now? Or?
Yeah, we're just recording.
Oh yeah, you're on it. You're on it, by the way.
Yeah, you're just
right now.
Yeah, you're on it now.
Yeah, we called you live, sir.
You're right. I'm talking your ass off with dumb shit. Anyway, ask a bunch of questions, man, and I can tell you what the hell I've been up to.
I think the number one question is: would you ever think about going to Finland or Sweden? Since we got Finnish and Swedish people here.
I would love to play in any,
Stockholm
over there, or play shows over there, or get involved with a great band. I've always been a career bass player. I've always wanted to do more.
Well, you're being talking to with a singer from Finland, and she's with SwanSong, and you're talking with Simon. And we did have another member in his band called Pressure. He's in
Right.
Stockholm, Sweden right now. That's Simon.
Right.
You want to say hello, Simon, to Jeff? He's a bass player looking for a home.
Hello,
Perfect.
Jeff.
We've reduced his adoption fee by half for the just in time for the holidays.
Sweden or Finland will take him, perhaps. If not, we'll ask Germany.
That's like the musician dating service, you know.
This one's on sale.
SwanSong is looking for a bass player. Actually,
Really?
our lead guitarist Topi had to play the bass in our next songs. So yeah,
Oh,
maybe you should come to Finland.
I hear opportunity.
And they have spirits in their and they have spirits in their hot tubs. The hot tubs have spirits.
Here's
It's true.
the fun is, I definitely appreciate the offer.
Because I just moved to Arizona though, dude.
One of my favorite bands is a band called Any Given Day, and I love them. I don't know where they're from. I know that.
Oh, Simon knows. Simon, Any Given Day. Is that familiar? Any
Hold
Given
on,
Day.
I got a couple of their songs I play.
Uh-oh,
I'm
Chris is
trying
looking
to
it up.
think.
Yeah.
I love.
Did they
the song,
cover Rihanna's Diamonds?
like their new one, Apocalypse? They're amazing, and they're like extravagant people. They're like Kill Switch Engage on steroids
Okay.
because they
All right, there it is.
yeah, you gotta check out the song "Never Say Die."
Never say die. Okay.
By Any Given Day, and they're seriously, they're like mixed corn with actually they tuned down a G, so you know corn's in full A and everything, but like you would mix, so anybody here would get it. It's like mixing corn with Kill Switch Engage and Lamb of God, and the guy can the lead singer can not only sing killer clean, but he's also got that he's just terrible. Yeah, no, to the band over there, get a hold of me through Facebook. I'm open to anything. I'm going to be getting both my fiance and I, because she's a guitar player. We're both going to be getting tablets, because this just seems like, that's going to be the way to go, it is the way to go now, is getting in touch with musicians around the world. And you start a band, and like you got half the guys in Finland, you got the other guys in Australia, you got 2 or 4 members. There's a couple bands like this you got to listen to on Liquid Metal. A hardcore band out of Russia, everybody's loving right now. And I think 2 of the guys are in London, 2 of the guys are in Russia, and I think the drummer's like in Arizona, something crazy like that. And they just, whenever it's a tour, they meet up 2 weeks before, practice like hell, and then go out on the tours. And just seems to be the way these days to get what you really want.
Yeah, you move around the world.
It's weird. I'm old school.
Hey, traveling's fine with me. I'm going to Europe next year. I mean, I'm trying to get Chris to go. Chris, what do you think? Could a passport be in your future? Chronic Chris.
Hey, if he doesn't want to go, I have a passport.
Well, you also have Jason with you. We might die.
No, I'm not bringing that guy. Fuck that. He's not coming. I don't want everybody to die.
No. So
I'm just saying I have a passport.
Yeah, I got you.
My Christine, she's actually going to be starting to do some YouTube stuff and just teaching guitar.
Oh, that's really cool.
To kids and everything, and because she really, it's weird here in Washington. It's like in the last, like right before COVID, probably, it's actually 2 years right before COVID. In my opinion, the scene up here just kind of went just massively downhill.
Yes, this is true.
It did this in Los Angeles too for a while, and when I lived down there, I saw a lot of great, everything from LA to San Francisco. I saw a lot of great bands come out, a lot of killer shit. Then of course Nirvana hit, and then it all got into tribute bands, cover bands, and
I see it. That's the reason I'm going to Europe, because I like creative metal vocals. I like creative metal styles. And you can only find that in Norway, Sweden, and Finland. Maybe Denmark and Germany. That's it.
You're right, Chris Holmes.
Don't forget Austria.
Austria, yeah, Austria's fine. I mean, I wouldn't mind going to Austria if I'm going to Switzerland or something like that. Yeah, why not?
You know the time to go to Austria is during their Krampusnacht.
What?
Right.
Has anyone heard about it before?
Krampus. I know who Krampus is, but my wife doesn't.
Oh, you're gonna have to let her know.
So
It's like
nice.
the anti-Santa. He doesn't
No, it's only Santa's helper.
reward the
He's
good
just in
kids.
the
He
movie.
punishes the bad kids. Puts them in a sack.
Because my Aunt Ruth, she puts up like a big giant Krampus tree instead of a Christmas tree, and it's
That's amazing.
badass.
Your aunt is my new best friend.
Ah, hell yeah.
Simon, Krampus, is it real? Was it theology? Was it in the culture? Was it made up? Krampus.
It's real as Santa.
Yeah, exactly.
You
It's
probably
real as
close to that now.
Santa.
What's the real story?
I don't know. I kind of.
It's an Austrian thing.
Kind of.
Watch
It's yeah.
It's an Austrian thing. It's like the boogeyman. It's something to make kids to like scare them into being good.
Freddy or Jason, basically. Jason or Freddy. It's a boogeyman. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
it's like a boogeyman.
seriously, it's like back in the day when the world was being created. The early people, Egypt and Israel and all the way over to here, made up the Bible and all this other shit as a rule book, so people would keep in line because they already knew this was going to get stupid without it. So, it's whatever, it's. I don't know. It's a thing. So
Are you dressing up this Halloween, Jeff? I gotta ask you a question. Are you dressed up this Halloween? Are you doing anything for Halloween or tonight?
I actually get the pleasure of watching my fiance strut around in all sorts of different.
Oh no! You're just
She's got about 20
gonna
different
let her
outfits.
dress up, and you're just gonna watch?
Hey man, she's probably super hot and really, really, really fun to look at.
No, the girl from Finland will get it and everything. Hold on.
Yeah, people watch at some point.
Girlfriend decided to walk right into the conversation.
Oh no, yeah. Well, Christine, she's. Why do you think she's my fiance? I had to get a ballsy woman that was hot. No, seriously. Yeah, she's got like 5 different PVC cat suits.
Wow.
Which is, see, the girl from Finland would get it.
A lot of cat suits, huh?
She got it.
Oh no, it's
Yeah, she got it.
PVC and really cool leather and all that stuff is really big over in Europe and everything. And Christine and I actually are going to be collaborating on an industrial thing, kind of. It's have you ever heard of the industrial EDM band called Processor?
Processor, anyone? Processor.
No.
Chris.
I don't think so.
Pull up Processor. They're on YouTube.
Okay.
And there was a song called Crank Organ. You'll hear it, and it's very like Ministry meets Nine Inch Nails meets Static X meets EDM music.
There is a groove in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just listen to Processor, and it's just insane.
We're starting to figure out where Jeff really wants to put himself in the next few years. Okay.
No, it's just one of the projects Christine and I are doing.
That's cool. That's cool.
But seriously, the people, the band that you have on from Finland, I would love to hear your music and seriously get a hold of me on Facebook.
SwanSong. The bass player seems to be liking the concept.
Yeah, cool. Check us out.
I definitely will.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And
So what?
yeah, and we have an announcement coming tomorrow. A
Yes, you have a big
big
announcement, right?
announcement tomorrow. Our biggest yet. So check us on social media, Facebook and Instagram if you
Yeah,
are
you have a
there.
Halloween interview going
I will
on as
start
well.
following you right now.
Woo!
Hey man, the network grows.
The
Yeah.
network.
Thank you.
grows.
Thank you.
Network grows.
Yes.
Who knows?
Yeah, no, it is. You know, you want to definitely get in touch with. We toured with this band from Brazil called Phoenix, and they're a fantastic band to tour with. I don't know if they're actually still doing it. I keep in touch with Bauer and a couple of the other guys down there, and yeah, I'd love to, you know, do more shows with them again. And I love touring with anything these days. It's like I just can't find.
Get a
that
passport. Be
feeling.
like me. I gotta get a passport. Chris and me and a few other people like Michele the Dad. Who knows? Maybe Rebecca will go. I don't know. But I think going to Europe and going to other countries, or just like get out of the state. Like you said, get out of the fucking state and then see what happens.
Go to
No,
Aust- and New Zealand.
I can't remember where Chris moved from Wasp, but he was over. He lives in Sweden.
Yeah, probably. It was Wasp. Simon, is the guy from Wasp, is he still in Sweden or not? Do you know?
Yeah, he is.
Yes. He said yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's still in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why he left. It's just Los Angeles all the way to here. The West Coast got killed.
Yeah, go to Sweden. Go to Finland.
Yes, really.
Go to
Wow.
Denmark.
Sweden. Troy, I love you, man.
No, I'm serious. I have a direction in my life too. I mean, I really live in a record house. You know that. I live with LPM. So like, you know, it isn't about the fame or the fortune. It's about playing great shows.
It is.
And you're going to get better shows in Europe. I'm sorry. Ain't that right, Simon? Sweden, big shows.
Yeah.
Finland, big shows. America, not so much anymore.
Yeah.
Europe is definitely the place for metal. And
Yes.
hard rock
Yes.
now.
They need you, Jeff. They need your bass.
They need my bass.
They need your bass. SwanSong might even.
We need it.
She's even asking you. I mean, geez. A girl like 7,000 miles away is asking.
I'll be to practice.
What's the healthcare like over there? What's the healthcare system like over there?
You mean in Finland?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's free.
There
we
you go.
pay it with the tax money.
See? Easy
It's free
choice.
for everyone.
Easy choice. And if you want to go to a university there,
It's free for
see,
everyone.
see,
It doesn't cost a thing.
isn't that
Actually, you
freaking
get
beautiful?
money if you study. You get money like almost 400 euros, over 300 euros per month if you study.
You
Wow.
want to make sure you're going to be a citizen that is
You've
able to,
been bought
you know,
off,
put something
Jeff.
back into society.
Cold, but
And I think
Yeah.
that's awesome.
they drink good whiskey too. I've asked them. They drink good whiskey.
You know, for you guys over there, it's like the West Coast used to be so cool. And then a magical fucked up thing happened over here called corporate landlords. And they basically, and like Zillow and all those places, they bought up so much real estate.
Yeah, it's different in
And
different countries, you
Now
know.
you got to literally make 90K a year. No joke.
Yeah.
No joke. You got to make 90K a year to live here.
Now we have 10 cities.
And now we have 10 cities.
Yes, you got to go to a nation that cares about its people.
Where do you live at?
You know,
Yeah.
he lives in it's a place called, I think, Tacoma still, right, or Federal? I forgot.
Yes, dude, Tacoma's got. Dude, I don't know if you still live down here, bro.
I live on the east side. I live at Levi, so
Oh, you okay?
I'm at the LPM, so
You live.
I live at the headquarters. I'm in the penthouse suite, so
Okay. Oh, you're in the penthouse suite.
yeah, I'm living hard, man. It's hard, man. All this weed and shit, buses, getting turned around by a record owner. It's tough, bro. It's tough. It's tough times, man. Though I am injured, I did get fucked up, but besides that, it's tough times.
I live over Lakewood now, and
Oh, Lakewood. Oh, hell no. Oh, I'm
Hey
sorry.
man, that's not bad as Spanaway.
That's
Come
true.
on.
it's a better span away. Yes, yes, it is.
Spanaway.
We'll be coming.
And the only thing that makes it tolerable is that we live right next to Best Burger.
Oh. Oh. I know where that is.
It's really hard. Christine and I will be sitting here watching TV. All of a sudden, you just smell Best Burger. Just come right into
And you're like,
the show.
God damn it. Now I want burgers
Yeah.
Right? Oh, yeah, right?
all the time.
Oh, it's got the, no joke. They've got the best burgers, and they're not a grease pit. It's really good. They're a mom and pop hamburger stand. If you're down here on Custer Road and Bridgeport Way, man, just giving them a free plug. Hit Best Burger, man. Fucking grub it.
All right, Chris Ness,
Yo.
also known as Chronic Chris of Asgard Radio. What do you think? I mean, how do we convince a man who's going to go to a desert, to go to an island, to go to a place to make some money for music?
You pay them.
You pay them. Okay. Is that how it works? You just
Yeah,
pay
pretty
them?
much.
No?
I mean, pretty much.
So we pay him, he can go to Sweden
Well, here's
or
the thing,
Finland.
is that I've got a really
Amazing.
started in the last 4 years. I got out of truck driving. It was my day job. You know, besides
This bass player was a truck driver, guys. A truck driver.
No, with American Record Company, I was a truck driver for 22 years while I was in that band, and I got so sick of it. And so what I got into, a friend of mine, you know Caleb Lukey.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes. He's the
I know
bass player
Caleb.
for me. He used to bass play
Yes,
for me.
Caleb got me into working for a company called Blue Tiger Coffee, and I've learned how to fix espresso machines, coffee machines, water machines. I could go over to Europe.
Is this the same Loki that I know that was my bass player? Because I was going to tell Simon, I actually met a Loki here that actually believes he's Loki. So, it's the same Loki, right? Jeff? It's the same Loki, yeah. So Simon, we asked someone here that believes he's a god from the Norse religion, that he is Loki, the god of mischief. And he plays bass really well.
Like, literally,
Yes, he literally thinks he is the god of mischief.
okay.
What do you think about that, Simon?
So what kind of party were you at last night, bro?
I was at a great party. It was called the Day of the Dead. I was with Levi.
Oh, enough said.
Yes.
You know, that's right. I forgot you were with Levi.
I've been with Levi for a while. It was
You see any
2006.
tracers?
Through all his girlfriends, through all his marriages that he never had.
Right. Are you seeing any tracers?
No, we don't do that. It's purely green shit. You know that.
Yeah, I know that. Still, that's what I mean. Even as green shit, are you seeing any tracers?
No.
All right, I'll shut up.
So yeah,
I get rid of
I just want to know if Simon has anything to say about the Loki sighting in Washington State. I mean, is Loki actually a real god in Norse religions? Simon, do you know anything about that? Is Loki, is that part of it or not? Or is that made up?
He's a demigod.
He's
No.
a demigod. So he's not
It's
actually
the demigod.
because he's like a
He's
giant.
He's Odin's
he's the
bastard.
half brother of Thor.
Yeah. So how would Thor,
Yeah.
when you see the depictions that they have on the movies and the cartoon series,
No,
is it even
That's why-
close to reality of the actual lore?
well, that's why he's always
What would you say? What it would be comparable? What would be the more comparable, like for a Halloween person that wants to know more about Loki, since she's so a popular item nowadays in popular culture? What do you think, Simon? What would be a more depiction of Loki in a true way of looking at it, in like a Scandinavian way of looking at it? I guess.
Talk to it once, they can't even hear me.
Oh, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Or you can.
Oh, yeah, we've been hearing you all through. You've been recording, bro. Everything you said has been recorded.
Oh, okay, hold on, now you heard that.
You don't give a shit.
Yeah, we don't care. We're trying to see what Simon's view is on Loki right now, because we've got a guy who literally thinks he's Loki. So
Wait, who literally thinks they're Loki?
Loki.
You guys know a guy named Loki?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
okay.
thought
He's a
you guys
bass
were
player.
talking about Aaron Ludke.
No.
That's
No.
a different
Loki.
guy. I thought you guys were talking about him still.
No, we're talking about the other Loki.
Oh, no, that guy's not even a Loki, it's a Ludke.
No.
Okay.
Different guy. But he's also a bass player too.
Okay.
Just like the comics Loki.
So you're saying this guy has a god complex, this bass player.
Well, I guess it's a demigod.
And he thinks
It's
he's
not a
Loki.
god. It's a demigod
got a-
now.
He's got a demigod complex.
It's
a
not
big-
really a god. It's a demigod. the bastard son of Thor. I mean, of Odin. Bastard brother of Thor, I mean.
That's like super Christian saying, I'm the son of God.
No, not even close. It's more like closer to like a nymph from freaking whatever you want to say, from a ice giant that decided to go a little further. Took a little further because she's a musician. I mean, musician. I mean, a magic user.
Odin got rid of the ice giants.
Yeah, he did, but Loki survived. Loki's a survivor, man. Don't you see the series?
Never watched it.
Me either.
You sounded all Latino there. Hey, you know, man, Loki survived, man. You know, don't you see this?
Well, I'm trying to convince him, like, Loki's real, man. I mean, they made a series. I mean, Disney made a lot of money off that thing.
That's real.
He's got to be real. I mean, he's making money. I mean, the actor's happy. He's making a shitload of money. By the way, Jeff, I don't know if you noticed, but Tacoma it is stormier than hell. I hope we don't lose power. It is windy like crap right now.
Yeah, it is.
It's some kind of weird storm is coming in Washington, so we do lose contact. Just so you guys.
Yeah, it's kind of crappy here too, but it's not stormy yet. It's just gray.
Yeah, we
Little
got
bit of
some.
rain.
Yeah, well, I got a skylight, so I can see everything. Yeah, so.
Hey,
I don't know I know it's raining here in Kentucky, but the studio windows are blacked out.
definitely let's hear some more from them, man. What they're doing, what they're up to, what they're going to be promoting, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we've been doing that right now, Jeff. Jeff wanted to know more about SwanSong and what you guys are promoting. I believe it's the release. She has another interview tomorrow, right?
I actually, you know what? Not to cut you off. Sorry.
Yeah.
I actually think I just started following you guys. There was a big thing on Facebook, and I saw one of the players with the hair flying through the air type thing, and I'm like, SwanSong. And either that or you're in my newsfeed somehow. So I do believe I friend requested or something. I did something.
Okay, cool.
He has long
Yeah.
hair. His name is Jeff.
Uncle Bob is
He's a
just making
bass
crazy.
player from Tacoma.
Sounds
Welcome
good.
back, Simon.
Hey,
Lost you.
Simon.
We lost Simon for a second.
And we do have Lovely Bones and Winter Maiden in our Asgard rotation.
I watched those.
Yeah,
videos.
cool.
Yeah.
Cool, thank you.
Oh yeah, it's another thing with Asgard there, Jeff. We do rotations for songs.
Lovely Bones has a good rep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got a good rep down here.
Okay.
No, man, it's like I was saying, it was some point last week I did see your band name pop up, or there was an advertisement or something.
SwanSong's pretty badass. They're getting well known everywhere.
Yes.
Thank you so much. We are a small band from Finland.
Small band with a really big sound.
With a big
Thank you.
sound.
If you ever want to come over to the States, I'm actually still pretty decently connected with a lot of clubs and touring people and tour managers.
Who wants to tour?
One of them is helping Steve out right now.
Now that'd be Steve Unger?
No, not Steve Unger.
Oh, Stephen James.
Stephen James.
Yeah, okay. Gotcha.
I got like you threw me off when you said Steve Unger. I'm like, wait a minute.
I know too many Steves.
So yeah, there's actually ways to help you guys out on the West Coast and everything.
Yeah.
I know one of the clubs you definitely, besides El Corazon here in Seattle, you definitely want to do Brick by Brick down in San Diego, California. That's owned by Jordan, the drummer from As I Lie Dying and Woven War. And there's just a lot of cool things, if your management or whatever.
Well, I believe she's independent.
If you guys want to get in touch, I can hook you up with my connections, and then hopefully they'll help you out.
SwanSong is independent, right? You guys are not signed yet, are you?
We have an awesome gig seller called Heavy Metal Heart. Nanda from Heavy Metal Heart sells our gigs, and thank you. That sounds awesome. And we have an announcement coming up tomorrow, so you should check that out. And
Ooh, is it a
also,
US tour announcement?
You'll see tomorrow. You'll see tomorrow. And
Michele,
also,
you and your
you should check
spoils.
out Pressure Sweden, Simon's band. You guys released a song. Was it yesterday you released it, or was it
Right,
today?
Simon?
I
New
listened to
release?
it today.
Yes.
Yeah, we released the song. The official video was dropped today. The single will be dropping tomorrow. Pressure is a bit of an older band. We have been around since 2018. We have been dropping 2 full-length albums. So we have done a lot of things around. It would be very nice if you checked out as well. We have our promotions and management based in Florida in the States.
Yes.
And
That's really convenient, because then you can promote better here, right? And then if you wanted to come out here, you can.
yeah, and our label are in the Netherlands, so we are quite all over the place.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
So we have that.
The Bands International does have a worldwide connection for tours, sponsorship. Asgard Radio also does too. Once you get to the United States, there is a little network that helps you for a touring as well for like different states. We have various different hosts and sponsorship that will help the various different musicians.
This is true. There are
Fantastic.
many support teams. There are many support teams or that we know. Yes. Especially
So
Asgard.
maybe we should go together, Simon, with SwanSong and Pressure, and Jeff should come and play the bass for us. And
If you guys do come over, I will play bass for you for the whole tour.
Oh my God.
Sounds like a tour.
Cool.
Chris, we're breaking news, Chris.
Yeah.
Ness. Again, music news. How we keep on doing it.
Seriously, if you do get the opportunity to come over and you don't have a bass player, by all means, get me the music. I'll Zoom with you and jam sessions with you, with the guitar players and the drummer or whatever. And yeah, I'll learn all your material and we'll have a kick-ass tour.
There it
Oh,
is.
awesome.
That sounds a little fearless. I thought there's no fear in that now. Wow.
You're a mercenary. I'm a mercenary.
I think the Warriors have showed up. I think the spirits have given him the warrior strength to take it one next level. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, because there is a lot of great places to play, and that's the whole thing. It's just it's like for some reason Seattle.
Yeah, that's not it. You gotta go. You gotta go somewhere else. You gotta go over country. Yeah.
It's just all dead. It's so fucking weird, and I'm so tired of being in. I mean, I've jammed with many talented people. I mean, and this is not saying anything against their talent. God, they're fucking amazing. And some of these guys could give Zach Wilde a run for his money. And these drummers that I've played with and vocalists that I've played with, amazing guys. But it just seems like only anybody wants to do is play the same fucking 4 clubs over and over again and call them stars, and that's it.
You gotta go to Europe, man. You gotta go to Europe.
Oh no! If you guys check out my YouTube channel, other shit I do. Friday night, I talked to a guy over in South Korea who's a street musician I found on YouTube. Well, actually, a guy I work with found him on YouTube, and I hit him up, contacted the guy, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll chat with you." And we sat around for about 20 minutes. Being recorded, talking about him being a street musician going all over the world.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh.
A lot of people do that. In fact, I have a solo artist that's also doing that as well. He did a small tour this year, but just around Western United States, not that much. It's like Utah, Washington. It's a small section in our area. But
yeah, but it's a start.
It is a start. And if you're a solo artist, you should move around. You should, because you got to get your name out there.
I can say this, that the one certain lineup of American Record Company, we were able to get all 5 guys on the same page.
Right.
And we did we did a lot of shows. We were constantly out there. We went to Montana. We went to Idaho. We did Eastern Washington. We did the full West Coast tour thing. Then, of course, we met up with the guys in Machinage on that and everything, and toured some more.
Was it 2 months, 3 months? What was your normal routine for touring? Were you out for 2 months or 3 months, or what were your?
No, I wanted to, but it's just like, okay, like in all honesty, like 2 of the guys made so much fucking money at their jobs. It was just like
That's the problem with America. I mean, honestly, you got to fix with a career. I mean, if you're a musician, you should always be a musician. You shouldn't try to make money in the stock market, for God's sake. I mean, that's why 50 Cent doesn't make no money at rap anymore. He's doing all these investments. He doesn't do music anymore. There's a lot of people like that.
I don't know, man. I don't know how to explain it up here. And that's why I've always been a career musician. Yeah.
You need a role. You need to go. You need to feel that air, behind your wings or whatever. I say go to Europe, but you gotta go if you go to Arizona, you'll have a good time there too. I mean, it's definitely an opportunity.
Well, the thing about it is it's kind of like a right in the middle of everything. If we want, where we're moving to, if we want to go to Vegas, we can be there in an hour.
Right.
If we want to go to LA, we can be there in 4 hours. If we want to go to Texas, again, you just got to get through Arizona.
Yeah, right down I-40.
I-40.
Exactly.
Well, actually, because I used to stay out in Phoenix for a little bit, and then I lived in Elk City, Oklahoma, which is halfway between Amarillo, Texas, and Oklahoma City.
Right. And you can. It's odd. It's a weird spot, but you can get to anywhere where you want to go.
Yeah, that's the thing about America. We have a lot of roads, and we're like doing the geography, like Finland and places like that. There's a lot of roads just go to nowhere, right? We were talking about that, Chris, when we had Bad Baron on.
And there's a lot of them in the United States too. I mean, especially out there when you get out into like the desert of California and shit. Zizek's Road, where does that go?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a horror movie in the making.
Is Shaun the Dead still with us?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's still up there in the corner.
Oh yeah.
What is the best concept of a plot for a horror film? Is it traveling? That's how you died, right? Not to break.
Well, we were trying to travel, but we were at a standstill. I think I don't know, being trapped it's got to be the worst. Where you cannot escape.
I think the best kind of horror movie. I think Ed Gein is a fucking horror movie. I mean, they made a movie of him, but that is the true essence of a human horror movie.
Okay.
Staying in one spot and digging up graves and just being, I don't know, weird.
And making furniture out of skin and wearing people's faces and freaking. Do you like my new upholstery on my piano stool? It's made out of Harold's buttocks.
Yeah, the Norman Bates character for Psycho was modeled after Ed Gein.
So was Buffalo Bill, and so was Hannibal Lecter.
If you guys don't know who Buffalo Bill is, that is, I believe, the character in
Silence of the Lambs. Silence of the Lambs.
Silence of the Lambs. Clown. Who's that clown?
Or I mean,
Captain Spaulding.
So no, it's Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Leatherface.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Put on some wild horses. Oh,
it's like we gotta create our horror film monsters. The actual monsters in Europe. You know what I mean? You have a lot of monsters that were created thousands of years ago. You know what I mean?
Tell me you're a Predator fan.
Oh, he's a Predator fan. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Jeff, I totally see that. I totally see that.
Predator, Terminator, Aliens.
Yeah, I see it. You pretty much run the series. If you had your music, it'd be based on those movies. I gotcha. Jeff, the new horror bass player for the world to see.
Big sci-fi bass player.
I can't believe Alice Cooper, man. He made so many horror movie soundtracks. You know, it's he seems like the one and only American that did that. But I've seen a lot of
Rob Zombie. Well, Rob Zombie does that.
Well, monsters.
what was it? Halloween. Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Rob
The part where
Zombie.
Sherry Moon's at the strip club dancing on stage to Let Love Hurts.
Yes.
Love Hurts. Love Hurts is the song you're hearing in the movie. What she was
Right.
actually dancing to was Alice Cooper's Only Women Bleed.
Ah, okay.
Fun fact.
Fun fact, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, Wasp was amazing on stage. I used to love going seeing that, man.
Well, Chris, what we got for time here? We're kind of sitting about what, an hour and a half in?
Whoa, we're 2 hours in.
Jeez, we're gonna have to split this in half. So we got the part where Jeff didn't come in. So how will we split it in half when Jeff comes in? When we're in the picture mode almost, or when we get to the picture mode.
You know what? I'm gonna have to figure that all out, but I think I'm gonna try to
Because we're
split
in
it in
picture mode
half
for a
to
while.
where we did picture. Yeah, when we went to the haunted house.
Yeah.
But I got to figure out how to do all that now.
Now we're gonna figure out where we're gonna cut it up in pieces.
So a foreign, really cute foreign band is going to adopt the bass player.
Yes,
They know the
SwanSong. Let's call it maybe. We're talking big time maybe. You gotta admit you're gonna be Jeff.
Christy adopting the bass player. I think that's really cute.
Adopt the bass player? Yes, that would be awesome. I think that's the best thing you can do.
Or at least
Actually,
fostering him for a while.
I'll make it announcement right now.
Yeah.
Any European band besides SwanSong, if you want a second dibs, if he doesn't go through with this one, yeah.
Yeah, we need to jam
Well,
together and
Well, and
let's jam.
I really would. This is awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, he's putting one of his figures. He's putting it together. Sorry. Second.
Okay. Awesome.
totally awesome studios.
That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna split this show in half, Chris, and we'll have the picture part. And the
Oh,
other
you're
part.
here in town right now in Central City. All right, well,
Oh,
you know how to get here,
must
right?
Simon, before we leave tonight, what are you doing for Halloween? I ask the question to everybody, but
Yeah.
let's start with Sweden.
All
Simon,
right,
anything
all
to do for Halloween besides drink, or any parties going on the Sunday to Monday in Sweden and in Stockholm? Anything? Something?
No, not really. I am the thing is that it's like 10 p.m. here at the night. So well, I'm sitting here chatting with you instead of being
No
at a
kids? No
party.
kids at the door? No one to say, I want candy or I want this? No, nothing, huh?
No, as I told you before, I have scared them all away already.
Oh, you scared them
So
all.
that's so
That's
that's
good,
no
that's good,
nothing.
that's good.
Not a problem from me. The thing here is that I the real parties here in Sweden will be next week, and then
It's
I
gonna be
will
big,
party
right?
hard.
Oh yeah.
And we have that instead of the Halloween parties, we have all Halloween's parties, and that will be there.
Well,
So I will
let's look
be.
at the future. Let's look at the future. So we'll air this in about a day or and a half or so about Halloween, I think, right, Chris? We'll get this out about tomorrow or so.
I'm gonna try to get it. I'm gonna try to get it all into 2 parts and have it
Okay.
up tonight.
I'll have it up tonight. Okay, wow.
Because yeah,
Wow.
tomorrow, like
Just
I
in time
said,
for Halloween.
like
Good
I
job,
said,
Chris.
once I get in the truck tomorrow morning, I'll be on the job for 14 hours, and then it's 14-hour days until I get back.
Oh,
Right, gotcha. Okay, so
ouch.
the main thing is events. So like I know you guys all have events besides Jeff, and I think we all know what Michele the Dead, she's dealing with Friday 13th, right? Was it let's go back to Michele the Dead one more time to get her a perfect take of what's being released for her. Michele the Dead, what are we to expect as audience problem? Please.
You're gonna go on YouTube and you're gonna look for Friday the 13th fan film called Vengeance Part 2 Bloodlines. And I was the head of the makeup team. And I also got a small role in one of the scenes as well. And so you're gonna have to check it out. It's really good. It's a lot of fun to make. You guys will have a good time watching. And it's got, it's got the cheese that you need from a Friday the 13th movie, so there is some little cheesiness to it. But it finishes the story from part 1 and the Vengeance part 1, not Friday the 13th part 1. This movie is based on part 6 of the original series of movies. So you'll have to check it out. Let me know what you think. Rate my kill.
It'll also be shown at Crypticon, right? At Crypticon, the big event.
Yes, Crypticon. I work at Crypticon, and that is in May in Seattle every year. And it's the Pacific Northwest largest horror convention. We have celebrity guests, movie stars, producers, writers, musicians, you name it. We've got a great vendor hall. We've got lots of cool shows. We've got a film festival. It's a good time. It's a good time. We've got karaoke. We've got all the over 21 parties up on the 13th floor. It's like just basically a big Halloween party, family reunion for 3 days straight. It's amazing.
So with Pressure from Sweden, Simon, you have a release video out. Where can people find this video?
It's at our official YouTube channel. You will find us at Pressure Sweden. So if you search for Pressure Sweden on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook, you'll find us. You can also find the video and the links on pressure.band. It's a great place to keep in touch with us.
Awesome. And SwanSong, your new release will be in 24 hours. Hopefully this will be out in 24 hours, if not sooner. Any spoilers or anything you would like to say before tomorrow's big release, or just say, check it out here. Where should we check it out at tomorrow?
Yeah, you can follow us in Instagram. We are official SwanSong. On YouTube and Facebook, we are SwanSong. And we have a big announcement coming up tomorrow, Monday, Halloween. And we released our first EP called Winter Maiden this spring, earlier 2022. It has 3 songs, and also they are playing on Asgard radio, Lovely Bones and Winter Maiden. So thank you guys. Thank you, Chris.
Hell yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, again, Jeff, one thing about Asgard, you can have your stuff be actually spun, unlike KCW and a few other places. They'll spill in your music. So just so you know.
Yeah, send us music, we'll play it.
They'll play it. Yeah. Just saying.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's international. Okay, guys, I think we're at that moment. Chris, what do you think? Any last follow-ups?
I think it's been great hanging out with all you fine folks on this wonderful Sunday fun day afternoon. That phone call I just took, that was I said Bryce, the other DJ's coming by to use my laptop to do a show, and yeah, I guess he's on his way.
Awesome. More media. That's good. Any announcements from your end, from Legacy or from International?
Yes, Legacy Entertainment, Bands for Bands International.
It's 3 o'clock and I was there for 4, so I don't know.
It's a new location in Everett, Washington. We do have some new projects in the works that I can't divulge yet, with various filming projects with Polistar Pictures.
The dogs went crazy.
Involved with adding more projects, and then we're still just sharing all the musicians and support we going worldwide.
Awesome, thank you, Rebecca. And where can we find Legacy and with International? Where can we, the people, the viewing public?
LegacyEntertainment.com.
Awesome.
Cool.
Great, it's awesome. I think we got everything covered. Jeff, thank you for showing up on the audio version. You'll be probably part 2, right, Chris? Part 2, the paint version, where we're all we're in like mosaic type painting frames in a Halloween.
Yes. So now I got to figure this out. So if any of you know anyone that knows how to edit videos for YouTube, let me know now. If not, I'm just gonna Google search it.
Google search like crazy, Chris.
Hey, Google is my friend. Everybody out there in Asgard land, out there in YouTube world, thank you for hanging out with us. It has been a blast hanging out with Michele the Dead, Jasmine from SwanSong in Finland.
Yemina.
Yemina.
I knew I was going to get that wrong.
It's a hard name. Difficult name.
Simon, of course.
Simon from Pressure. We had Olivia.
Ollie from Pressure.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
took
yeah,
off. We lost her somehow in the transmission.
We got Rebecca.
We got Rebecca Kelly Hartnett.
The legacy.
Legacy Entertainment,
Yeah,
Bands for Banders International, Troy Anderson, Chop Talk International, Punk Kings. I am Chronic Chris of Asgard Radio. Thank you all. We'll see you next time.
Happy Halloween.
Thank you.
Have you?